Hi, in today's video we are going to talk about the Aussie Poochmobile organisation and their marketing objective for 2018. Firstly, let me explain to you who Aussie Poochmobile are and what they do. Aussie Poochmobile is a mobile dog grooming service that was established in 1991. The marketing objective in 2018 for Aussie Poochmobile is to increase the organisation's market share by 15% in the next 12 months. To achieve this marketing objective, APM will employ 4 marketing metrics to measure the objective. These metrics are targeted rating points, incremental sales, awareness and attitudes metrics, and relative market share. Combining the use of these 4 metrics will allow APM to achieve their marketing objective for 2018. Targeted rating points measure how effectively an ad placement in a chosen media vehicle is reaching the selected target audience of the advertisement, and is measured by dividing the number of impressions generated by the number of the individuals in the target audience. For example, assuming you are targeting 10 people within the larger population and 5 people are exposed to the ad 4 times and 5 see the ad 7 times, the impressions generated is 48. You then divide your number of impressions, 48 in this case, by the initial number of targets, 10, and you get a TRP of 4.8. For Aussie Poochmobile, the bulk of their advertising is done in newspapers through ad placements and larger advertorials as well as listings in the white pages. Through information gathered by APM from franchise applicants, it has been noted that the profile of most successful applicants are people who lead an outdoorsy, active lifestyle. With this information, it is possible to compare alternative media vehicles as to determine which mode is more effective to reach the target audience. For example, with a target audience of people with an active lifestyle, they may be less likely to sit down and read a paper, so a far more effective media vehicle may be radio or lifestyle/fitness publications. In this case, a comparison of TRPs between the current and other potential media vehicles would be beneficial data for the marketing manager to have, as it may be that one vehicle is more effective at reaching the target market than another. Then they may decide to change their advertising strategy to a vehicle with a higher TRP in order to reach more potential franchisees.
Incremental sales is the metric used to determine the short-term effects of a marketing campaign. The formula used to calculate incremental sales is total sales minus baseline sales equals incremental sales. Baseline sales should be determined by reviewing historical sales data for the organization during a specific time period, making sure the time period does not include any marketing or promotional activity. For example, if you are measuring your incremental sales for a month whilst the marketing activity was running, you would need to use baseline sales from a previous month and the total sales for the month you are measuring. If your total sales during the month of the activity were 10,000 units and your baseline sales are 7,000 units, your incremental sales are 3,000 units. APM developed a concept called Pooch Parties, whereby the homeowner acts as the host of the party and receives 1 complimentary dog wash for bringing the party together. Dogs that attend the party receive a discount off their first wash too. Pooch Parties marketing activity contributes to the organisation's marketing objective through increasing both revenue and clientele for the franchisee and APM overall. For APM to assess the effectiveness of this marketing activity, the incremental sales metric would provide great insight for the organisation's marketing manager and contribute to reaching the brand's marketing objective.
Awareness and attitude metrics give marketers data as to how consumers perceive your brand against the brands of your competitors, and therefore can give vital insight into how the brand can improve their positioning strategies in order to increase positive perceptions of the brand. Awareness measures knowledge and awareness of a brand. One method commonly used by marketers are questionnaires. For example, in order to gauge a person's awareness of a brand, you might ask, "What comes to mind when you think of pet grooming?" Or "Have you heard of Aussie Poochmobile?" Attitudes metrics mean measuring what a person feels about the brand and how strongly they feel it. The easiest way for marketers to gauge this is through the use of rating scales. However, the questions asked need to be relative to an aspect of your brand that you want information about. Otherwise, the information will be useless. For example, questions like, "Do you intend to purchase this brand in the future?" Or "Does this brand represent good value for money?" with consumers giving ratings using a 5 or 7-point scale. This information can be very useful for the franchise managers at APM, as it can show areas in which their franchisees may be underperforming or areas in which they stand out against the competition.
The final metric which would assist APM would be the relative market share metric. This metric indexes a firm's market share against that of its leading competitors. The formula for calculating the relative market share is brand market share percentage divided by the largest competitor's market share percentage. In order to calculate this metric correctly, you need to have the data available to you of the industry market share and the percentages for each of the leading competitors. It is important that you are comparing like organisations in order to achieve the most accurate results possible. Being able to calculate APM's market share will assist the organisation to identify their main competitors, provide insight as to where APM currently sit in the market, and how much market share their organisation has amongst consumers. This metric will be useful to compare APM to its largest competitors such as gyms, dog washing, and HydroDog. Through APM using the suggested metrics explained in this video, their marketing objective of increasing their market share by 15% in the next 12 months will be achieved. Thank you for watching.